Did this summer not just fly by?
Oh, it's been
What
incredible.
happened?
Well, first of all, my husband has just moved up here permanently, so it's been packed with moving. But we've had summer camp. We've had a number of things. I was looking forward to a summer on my new paddle board, and I think I've been out 3 times.
Yeah, there's still time
forward
for
to
that.
next
There's
summer.
still time for that.
There
That's
is.
true.
There is.
When does school start back up for Lake Tahoe School?
Faculty meetings start next week, and classes start the following.
All right.
27.
Wow. Wow. The
I know.
summer, it's like
know.
every single summer seems to go faster and faster and faster. Now you have some new faculty on hand this year. Tell us about who's coming on board.
2 new hires recently that I'm very excited about. Both know the area very well, are very familiar with schools and things. First, a man named Andy Biederman is our Director of Admissions and Director of Outdoor Education.
Oh, cool.
As you know, we have a outdoor education program that starts with our 3-year-olds and extends through 8th graders. And so he is someone who's very familiar with the area, very familiar with independent schools and education. He'll be running our after-school programs, our summer programs, and takes the burden off of some folks, so that's very helpful. And then we've hired a young woman named Shelley Robertson, who was on the U.S. ski team for 11 years, and during that time earned her degree in education and her credentials and got experience teaching. She's an extraordinary teacher. She can take anything apart in ways you might gather if you've been a coach and been a skier.
Yeah.
She has an incredible work ethic, knows the balance between the ski life and the school life, which is something that a lot of our kids and families do.
It's very special up here that way.
It's incredible. I brought in 3 finalists, and I brought in 12 middle school students to help me make a choice, because I believe in what kids perceive. And they responded to Shelley in a way that was phenomenal. I don't know if you remember your own middle school years, but it was the teachers who connect to you that make the difference.
That's who you remember. I do remember. There were some teachers where you're just sitting at a desk and getting the work done, and then there's other teachers where you really want to engage with. And
they said in sort of summarizing, they said, Mrs. Glass, Miss Robertson's the class we would want to go to every day. We would learn the most from her.
Oh my gosh!
And so I hired her.
That's good,
She's
good.
delightful.
Oh, that's great. So you are pre-K all the way through 8th grade. You have a very distinctive pre-K program, special in and of itself. Tell us more about that.
It really is. I've been in schools around the country for longer than I say, 45 years. And our preschool is incredibly distinctive. It is run by a woman who was one of the co-founders of Lake Tahoe School. And when she started the school, her philosophy was not just about caring for children and creating something, interesting, but she cares about the latest brain research and how children's minds develop. We as a school care about what kids learn, how they learn, and what they do with their learning. And we start with our 3-year-olds. And so they come, and we call our pre-K program a Happy Land, because it is. We have 2 half-day programs. 4-year-olds come in the morning, 3-year-olds come in the afternoon. They take advantage of all the teachers in our school. They have classes in Spanish, in science, in music, in art, in PE with those specialists. So they go to those classes. So that's something that makes us distinctive.
It's really cool.
And then there's something magical about Miss Lori and Miss Sarah down there. You go down, and the kids will often dressed in costumes relative to what they're studying. So they could be pirates, or they could be animals. Well, you have little ones. Like that.
Well, it's amazing at that age where it's so play-based, and being able to step into some of these different classroom atmospheres and having leadership and teachers being able to be in tune with that and balance the science with the play-based. I mean, kids are learning, they're sponges. They're learning no matter what. And to have such a wonderful guided program that's so directed for them is very distinctive.
You do know children. Well, last year one of our community members had a heart attack. So the preschool learned about the heart.
Yep.
And they went home and they told their parents about, this is what you need to do, protect yourself. And in PE they were counting their heartbeats, and they know how the muscle worked. 3-year-olds.
And compassionately doing it in remembrance of somebody who's had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So
yes. This was actually someone who worked at the school.
Wow.
And who does a lot of work for all of the kids. And they were not only solicitous, they wanted to help protect him and take care of him. It was marvelous.
Yeah, develop that natural nature in him. Hey, Ruth, I really appreciate you coming in. Always a great interview.
Yes,
I love it. I just wish we had hours and hours to chat, because I could chat with you for hours and hours.
Plenty to talk about. Cool.
It's a wonderful place to be. Lake Tahoe School is located up over in Incline Village, and the website's been on the screen, laketahoeschool.org.
www.laketahoeschool.org. And we have transportation around the valley.
There you go. That's great.
We can get you there.
Fantastic. Ruth, thanks for coming in. Great place to be. Right back at you. We have more Tahoe Today coming up.